Aloha kako. Mahalo nui for listening my podcast, Hula and Talk. My name is Kauanoeanuhea, and all I talk on this podcast is based on something my kumu shared with me or my research. As Hawaiian didn't have written language earlier, many things still uncertain. So my podcast sometimes contained information that's not sure. If you have better understanding or a different opinion, please send me DM by Instagram, Twitter, or comments from my website. My Instagram account is Kauanoeanuhea0410. My Twitter is searchable as Kauanoe's Hula Studio. My website is kauanoeshulastudio.com. I would highly appreciate your opinion. Okay, today I would like to talk about Kamehameha the Great, Kamehameha first. I actually have a lot of documents about him, and this will not finish within one episode. I think I can keep talking about him for 5 hours. So I'll name this episode as Kamehameha the Great, Volume 1. So first of all, I would like to say the full name of him. This is actually the difficult one, so please give me a time for taking his name as a note. So his full name is Kalani Paiea Rohi Okaleikini Kealiʻi Kamehameha o Iolani Kaivi Kapu Kauʻi Kaliholiho Kunui a Kea. This is such a long name. Why old Hawaiian Aliʻi has a long name like this? The reason they have this long name is because they keep receiving name depend on their life stage. You will see how it happens to Kamehameha through my Kamehameha stories. Kamehameha first was born sometime in between 1736 to 1740 or 1758 November. The key to figure out his birth is Halley's Comet. There is a story that there was a bright star with a long tail appeared during Kamehameha's birth, and that type of star is a comet. Astronomers know that Halley's Comet was happened 1758 November because of this reason. The Kamehameha the Great, the book published by Kamehameha School, is written maybe it was 1758 November for his birthday. His mother is a young Kona chiefess, Kikuʻiapoiwa. His father is a Kohala High Chief, Keoua. One day, his mother, Kikuʻiapoiwa, went to Maui to visit her sister. When she came back from Maui, she was pregnant. Due to this reason, there was a rumor that Kamehameha's biological father is the Maui chief and a famous warrior, Kahekili. Some say this is just a rumor and not true, but some say it's true. So we don't know the truth. Even it is true, it wasn't a big problem. He was still a high chief that has great ancestors through his mother. If this happened in our lifetime, it is called as a failure and going to be a big problem. However, the old-time Hawaii was different, and this was considered as gift. By these things, you can probably tell physical relationship was more casual on the time in Hawaii. Anyway, the Kohala district king at that time is Alapaʻinui. The Wikipedia shows he was died 1754, but Alapaʻinui is the Aliʻi who has some stories with Kamehameha. So this doesn't make sense for Kamehameha's birth year, 1758. If Kamehameha was born around 1736 to 1740, then it makes sense since it's during Alapa'inui's reign. Or it's just the Alapa'inui's Wikipedia information is wrong. Either way, we don't have a way to make it certain now. There is a couple stories during the Kamehameha's birth time. One story tells that Alapa'inui's kahuna had predicted that the comet was the sign that the child will grow up to be a killer of all kings, which means he's going to be a conquest. Another story tells that Kamehameha's mother, Kekuiʻapoiwa, was craving eyeballs of a chief during her pregnancy. She was giving the eyeballs of a man-eating shark, and a kahuna prophesied that this meant the child would be a killer of chiefs. Alapa'inui, the kings on that time, didn't want that to be happening, so he ordered his warriors to search for that baby. Kamehameha's mother, Kekuiʻapoiwa, heard that and wrapped Kamehameha in kapa and passed him to Kohala chief Naeʻole, who she trusted, as soon as Kamehameha was born at Kokoʻiki, Kohala of Big Island. She asked him to take the baby to her cousin Kahaʻopulani, who was at the cave of Avini, which is located above Waipio Valley. Kahaʻopulani had just gave birth to the baby girl, and she could be a nanny. Some say Kamehameha was taken to the Mo'okini heiau for a blessing right after he was born. There is a Kamehameha's birth site monument where not so far from Mo'okini heiau, so it might be true that he was taken to the heiau. Upon the discovery of that baby's missing, Alapa'inui sent out his soldiers with orders to kill every male infant under 1 year old there. When the soldiers came to search at Kahaʻopulani's cave at Avini, they could only see a baby girl there. So the soldiers left there, but actually Kamehameha was sleeping inside the basket, and it was covered by soft olona fibers. Kamehameha was first named Pai'ea, meaning hard-shelled crab. I think it was named it because he was protected like he had hard shell. Kahaʻopulani and Naeʻole cared the Pai'ea in Avini, and Naeʻole trained Pai'ea till he became age of 5. So Naeʻole was his kahu. So the kahu means guardian, attendant, and the tutor. So it's kind of like a caretaker. When Pai'ea was 5, the Aliʻi, Alapa'inui, allowed him to come back to his court. He wasn't afraid that a kahuna's warning about the child anymore. I'm not sure what happened, but somehow his heart was softened by that time. So, the Pai'ea started to living with his parents, Keo'ua and Kekuiʻapoiwa, at Kailua Kona. It is Alapa'inui who gave Pai'ea the name Kamehameha, the lonely one. Alapa'inui can be named him Kamehameha because he was the only boy that alive from that birth year. While Naeʻole was trained Kamehameha, all the Aliʻi child like him needed to learn leadership. And another things he has to learn is to chant genealogy chants, which showed how the young Aliʻi was related to the gods. Kamehameha had to memorize all the names of his ancestors. If the Aliʻi couldn't chant the genealogy chant, the person wasn't recognized as Aliʻi. It is that important to know who they are and verbally be able to say that. Kamehameha is the descendant of Liloa. As Alapaʻinui got aged, Kalaniʻopuʻu, who was Keo'ua's brother, replaced as king. When Kamehameha was 12, Kamehameha's father, Keo'ua, became very sick. Keo'ua asked to his brother, the king, Kalaniʻopuʻu, to take care of Kamehameha. After the Keo'ua's death, Kalaniʻopuʻu took Kamehameha to his home in Ka'u and raised him as his own son. I think I should stop over here today. This is a story of Kamehameha, the great early childhood. I'll talk about how he became strong warrior with the next episode. This story was based on Wikipedia, Kamehameha the Great, published by Kamehameha School, Pu'ukohola Heia website, and my Kumu's story. Mahalo nui for listening my podcast, Hula and Talk. My name is Kauanoeanuhea. The background music was from censussocket.com by Ambience. If you enjoyed my podcast, please share with your family and friends. And if you have a request or question, please feel free to DM me or contact me through my Instagram, Twitter, and website. Malamapono, ahui ho!
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.